Hello, this is Mr. Rodarte coming at you with another EdTech Wizard video. This is episode, I don't even know. It's been so many. However, let's go ahead and get started. The reason for this is to introduce you to the Wacom tablet and what it can do. So this is it. It's a little Wacom tablet. It comes with a tablet and this little pen. Now the pen itself has a couple of buttons right here, in addition to the 4 programmable buttons that are on the Wacom tablet as well. Now at the back, I did buy this pop socket. It's really meant for cell phones, but as I used the tablet a lot, kind of holding it like this, I kind of felt that I needed something to kind of, just form a good grasp, and my thumb actually would get in the way when I would use it. So I found this pop socket, and I just kind of slide my fingers through, and it kind of like stays right there. Now I don't have to have my thumb wrapped over. So it's just a really neat way for me to hold on to this. But now you'll notice that I'm actually moving, and you'll see that on the display, my mouse is moving as I'm moving this right here. Right, so I'm gonna go over to the tablet. Here we go. Yeah, under tablet. You'll notice that here they're called express keys. As a matter of fact, these express keys is what allows me to control or to pre-program. And I already have a couple of things. You'll notice that my third button right here, I have it as a scroll up button, and this one to the left, I have a scroll down, and then I have this switch applications. The last button, I haven't programmed it yet, but ultimately I think I'd like to program it to open up a music player, in particular for me iTunes, because I do tend to play music once my lesson is done, so that the students could relax. I find that it's very therapeutic. So that's one of my go-to apps. But for example, you might program this to open up Google Chrome, which is pretty much the essential browser that we use here. So that's an option, right? So I'm going to just kind of move things around here, right? So I can move this right here. Okay, here we go. So that's under tablet. And if, like you said, if you wanted to switch it, you would click. And here under navigation is where I told it to switch applications. So if I were to press it, you'll notice that it switches applications. But I'm able to see it. You're not, because I'm recording and I'm grasping this window only. But so that's that. It'll obviously show you the percentage of the battery that's built into here. It lasts quite a while. Here under pen, you have the option of changing the firmness of the tip so that it could be, it just kind of depends on how hard you want to press on the tablet. For me, I kind of leave it at its default, so you could change that. Tip double click distance. So honestly, I'm going to leave it at the way it is. Now this is important. Here on the pen, since you have these programmable buttons, they can oftentimes get in the way if you don't grasp the pen correctly. So for some of you, you might find it that it's probably best to just disable it. However, I do like it because it allows me to use the pen to right click, as if I were on a mouse. If you have an external mouse connected to the right click button, or on your Chromebook or your device, whatever it is, Windows, Mac, you normally press 2 fingers in order to enable the right click. For me, I can enable the right click by pressing and holding this button up here, and then pressing on whatever program I'm on, and it'll create the right click. So I'm going to leave it. The scroll button, I don't tend to use it much because I set up, like I said earlier, these express keys to scroll down and up. So for example, honestly, I'm just going to pretty much disable it for now. That's fine. I'm not going to use it. I could always go back and edit this at any time and really customize it to your needs. Here under on-screen shortcuts, we're not going to touch any of that. So as far as customizing your Wacom tablet under the properties window, which is this is it. That's all there is to it. There's not much to it. If you ever want to reset back to the beginning and kind of, you just press default and you're back. Here under options, you get all these different options. I'm not going to mess with that. You could leave that as it is. I'm going to press cancel. And finally, mapping really quickly. It's not as intuitive at first. You have to really learn the characteristic of the tablets. If you focus in on this really carefully, you'll notice you have a lot of little dots. Upper quadrants, lower quadrants, all four. The most important thing is to take into consideration that if I were to hover over this area of the tablet, in essence, it's going to move the mouse and jump over to that corner of the screen. If I go over to this right-hand side, it's going to quickly jump over to that side of the screen. The biggest thing that I see that people sometimes have trouble with is when you're trying to drag an item around. They kind of like run out of space here on the tablet. It's just a really swift movement that you have to go through. So here, honestly, I wouldn't mess with any of it. You'll notice you have the option to work as a pen and as a mouse. I would leave it as pen because that gives you the more opportunities for different applications and the way you could use this tablet. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. Once again, this is EdTech Wizard. Have a good day.